Hello, Internet. Welcome to Redwell Chronicles, part something. We have two people missing at the moment. Claire should be here, or Freki should be here.
Oh, by the way,
Nope.
DM, what do you want this episode called?
I don't know.
Rats on Parade.
Rats
There we
on
go.
Parade. There we go.
Because
Anyway.
I didn't change this before we went live, so I'm doing it as we go.
Good job. Yeah, so Nate is feeling a little bit under the weather, so he's going to step out this game. Claire should be here, like, at some point in time. Like, she's doing much more important stuff at the moment. Anyway, to get right into it, the last game y'all had,
Ran.
y'all did run, but
We ran so far away.
well, first thing that happened is like we figured out what the other half of the party was doing. They ended up going into the dead row and finding a character named Miro, who was another captor of the druid, this mysterious druid that Two Stripe often talks about. Y'all had a conversation. She warned y'all about a creature in the dead row. And then y'all decided, hey, we're going to go find our friends. And as soon as you found your friends, you ran into a bunch of people chasing them. And then you ran some more into the very dead row heavy the other day, in which you made a confrontation with some sort of shade creature lurking about in the dead row. And then you made your way back to the Iron Gut pub where y'all took a full night's rest. And I ruled that y'all can just have a full rest, full HP and everything. Usually what it is, you just roll, I think you just roll like a D8. It's like D8 plus your level, I believe, or something like that. But yeah, so like we're gonna get. Oh my god! Don't stop. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kyle.
Bad things are happening.
I accidentally reset Moose.
What happened?
You're good. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
He reset your character sheet.
Oh. I didn't even notice anything happened.
Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and say that y'all get a full night's rest, and I want to know, like throughout the night, is there anything you want to do? But also, Hewitt, you've stated that Keggmoth is from around here and actually works in the wet market. So, is there actually a place here that you would stay?
Keggmoth mentioned that he slept.
Hello.
What's up? What happened?
Hello.
Oh, we got a Claire.
Oh, sorry. It's a day. I'm sorry.
Oh, it sounds like it.
Do you?
Yeah,
But
it's okay.
we just started, so that's good.
Do you
so.
need a hug?
It's not quite that bad of a day, but a hug is always nice.
Moose,
I mean, if you-
Moose, go hug her.
He,
I mean,
he
I'm
gave a long hug when he
I
went-
literally just finished doing that.
He did. He really did.
I mean, I could be there in like 4 minutes if you really need one.
Nah, maybe tomorrow.
Moose.
I said Mish.
Nox just running.
We
established
that-
earlier, fat man don't run.
Oh yeah, that is true. We were talking about that.
4-wheelers were invented. ATVs were invented for a reason.
It was because fat men don't run.
Because fat men don't run.
But yeah, okay. So it is the nighttime. Everyone is retired. I'm assuming this is before everyone retires to their quarters. Hewitt, does Keggmoth have a place to stay in town, or is he just going to stay with the party?
Keggmoth will stay with the party because more or less he gets to sleep in the back closet of the food library that he works at.
Oh, so
He has to sleep angular across it, and even then, it's not quite.
okay, so he's gonna get a real bed.
He's sleep. I'm a real boy now. I got a bed.
Well,
and
not only a
everything.
real bed, but you get to stay in the novelty pub. It's like that's what y'all are doing today. It's just like chilling out in the novelty pub. Yeah. Okay, is there before, we go to the next day, is there or we can kind of combine the night and morning. Is there anything anyone wants to do in terms of like crafting or making money or anything like that? Because I'm going to say that y'all got into the Iron Gut pub fairly late, but it's still, y'all could probably have, like, let's say y'all got in about 7 o'clock. Y'all would still have some time to do some stuff before bed, and you could, like, kind of dictate when y'all decide to go out on your journey.
This town, for the most part, though, has like gift cards that they buy everything with, though, right?
A section of the the section of the population is basically in debt to the brewery. So there's parts of the downtown and part of the Flat Lake area that are pretty wealthy. It's like, to explain it, like the further you go out from the lake, it's usually that's where it gets a little bit more poor.
Rich people, rich people live on the water.
Yeah.
I'll wait until I have more than just a night, because I'm going to take a few. What I want to do is take a few days, and it doesn't matter where I'm at as long as it's a town or a city.
That's actually what I wanted to ask for some stuff related to crafting. Are we doing like it's got to be all in one go, or can we like set aside time to work on it?
I like giving y'all time to work on stuff. Like, I mean, for one, it gives you something to strive for, and it isn't like a complete failure. And as far as I understand the rules, it's like things happen. Like, there are certain things that you can build at once, like certain items you can build at once. But like, if you have like complex ideas or like ideas of building up something, it'd be more likely. Okay, tonight I'm gonna kind of like what Gestalt is doing in the Monday night game. He's not building he's starting on his project, but he's not. It's not like he's going from A to B automatically. If that makes sense.
Okay, I actually just came up with an idea. Like kind of early in the morning, I'd like to go to the more, maybe somewhere around the northern fields, and see if they may have heard of Trip, since last I heard he may be going north. Just to see if they may know where, if they even know anything. And I'm prepared to also not learn anything.
Oh, y'all all get one hero point at the start of this, by the way. Okay, yeah, let's
So does that replace the one we already had if we didn't use it?
yeah, so you basically start the hero point system always resets at the start of the next session, but you always start with one hero point.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I wanna
let's see. For crafting, DM, would it be possible, since this place has a whole lot of like it grows grain, would it have been hard to pick up like any of the chaff while we were out and about?
I mean, if you want to go out and like kind of gather that up, you can.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't really near much of the fields.
Yeah, Keggmoth might actually go with Pez to kind of just pick up like the thrown off to the side chaff of the wheat.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to.
When real quick, just want to throw this out there. When like last night, you all saw like Two Stripe go into his room. Keggmoth woke up with Two Stripes sleeping like over his head, like in the bed between Keggmoth's head and the headboard. Squeezed it.
Like a cat.
Yes.
You know what? I have bed. I'm going to just call this good.
Okay, so yeah, I had to look it up. I need you to roll a. This is going to be called Gather Information, and I'm going to let you roll it. It is a diplomacy, and you just want to go out into the northern fields and kind of ask
That's
questions.
so bad. Okay. Yeah. Just see if I can glean any information.
Unfortunately, a lot of people aren't really speaking to you. From what you can tell, is like people are just. You don't know if it's rudeness or if they're just trying to get their work done, but people are kind of shrugging you off a bit.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, well, I do have some information. I was just hoping to get more, and apparently nobody knows anything, and that's fine.
Okay, Hewitt, and
Just
go ahead. Or
what do I need to roll to pick up just the trash left after they've harnessed the kernel, the germ of the wheat?
just give me a crafting roll.
Which one is that? Oh, that is a 0. Yeah, starting off strong.
You're getting a lot of straw and a lot of like.
That's kind of what I was going for. Unfortunately.
Oh, so you're.
I'm literally picking up the body of the wheat that is usually, or the grain that is thrown away.
Yeah, you're able to find a little bit, but not too much. I mean, this stuff usually goes from like the fields all the way to the processing centers, and then that's where it's usually separated. So you're not really finding like too much on the ground. You might find like a handful.
I will tuck that in my pocket.
I would like to do a thing now that I finally have my class ability too.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I'm going to start brewing a potion.
Oh, hell yeah.
My thought, because I was trying to think of, so it takes 4 days to do so, and since we sometimes can break down, like you said, like, it doesn't have to be 4 straight days, I was thinking, like, essentially what she can start doing is say, like, it requires, like, the extract of, like, a certain root or something like that. She can get, like, the tinctures ready that have to then, like, kind of sit and mull unless she does, like, a fast process method. That would be, like, the active brewing. So, if possible, tonight she would like to start that by like getting some of her vials out, getting some of the materials out, and like putting them in there with, like alcohol or whatever solvent it needs to get them going.
Yeah, and are you doing this near the fireplace at this place, or?
I don't think I don't know if I have to, because it's magic potion.
Oh, it's magic. Okay, so you can just do it in the room.
Because I think that's what we discovered too when he gave me the recipes for them, because there's the alchemical ones, which I do think are the physical, but then there's like the magic.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Like I did get kind of like flummoxed with it because it was like I forgot that there is a magical and non-magical healing, and it's a very distinct thing in Pathfinder as opposed to
because it's also, I think, 2 for each, because it's oils and potions or poisons and whatever, like I guess the drafts or whatever are that are like the alchemical ones, because poisons are technically alchemical, not magic. So
but yeah, if you want to get started, I believe that is a crafting roll.
Yes, let me pull.
But you get like special abilities with that as well.
I think I get a +1 item bonus, maybe, because I have the cauldron. Let me check.
Yeah, the cauldron I believe gives you the bonus. Let's go see the sheet.
Yeah, it may not. Let me double check. I don't think it does yet. I think it is just for brewing, and it also sort of technically can store potions for me too. That's kind of like the magic
Okay.
aspect of it. So I don't.
Now, how big is it? Like a little mini cauldron that you just have?
Eventually, there's like a walking cauldron that I can get. So
Oh,
this one
fuck.
is
So you can go full Baba Yaga.
eventually, yes. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. But for this first one, it doesn't actually describe it one way or another, other than it is a magic one. I don't know what that means as far as size and bulk, though, other than I can. Hang on. Let me pull it back up again. I can brew, I think, up to 4 potions at a time starting out. So however
Okay.
much 4 potions worth of space would need.
It's a bulk
Oh,
storage.
6. 6 actually. 6 in a batch instead of 4. That's the magic. It's 6 instead of
Ooh.
4.
Oh, you ignore 2 of the bulk. It is 4 bulk, so it is. So this is actually a pretty hefty cauldron. So this is probably actually something that you're leaving at the tavern or at the pub just because of how big it is.
Yeah, until I get until I either get the magic version or I get some way to, I guess, tuck it away in like maybe a holding bag or something.
Okay, so yeah, so you place that down and start brewing up some potions.
Sweet. And I'm checking my formula book. Okay, so I got. I think I'm missing some of mine.
As we're
Sorry,
walking,
I had to do some funny stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
so as we're walking back, I'll just ask Keggmoth. So, are you a farmer?
No. No.
I saw you talking with all the farmers, so maybe you might have been a farmer.
I did not. Did I talk to?
Or you were going around the farms picking stuff up.
Oh, and just kind of pulls it out of his pocket. I was going to try to make something.
Oh,
My father weaves baskets.
oh, you're gonna make a basket?
Not so much. This is not enough.
So definitely not a basket.
No, just I have not made something in a while, and I thought maybe like a hobby.
Okay. Basket weaving. Seems hard.
It is a acquired skill.
Have you made one before?
Yes, it was not good. My father let me know.
Well, okay. That sucks.
I mean,
His father is just like,
it had a really big hole, and he was like, "Keggy, you can do better. I know."
Okay. Every basket that I've had a hole in it.
I mean, at the top, yes, but at the bottom and on the side, he is very good at his whole profession. That and making chess.
You know what? Can you make me a basket?
I can try.
Yeah. I'd like that. You don't have to do it right now. That, would do whatever you were doing. Make your basket for whoever you were making it for, but eventually, yeah, I'd like a basket. I'd like a Keggmoth original basket. I'll even pay you for it.
Not with one of the rings, though.
I mean, the rings are still worth like 6 silver. Some of them 10 silver.
I'm not a big fan of jewelry.
Okay. Sarah is going to be crafting, based on our recent experiences, a potion or a batch of potions of expeditious retreats.
oh, nice. That's going to be good.
Yeah, seems like we kind of need that. You said it's crafting, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. I think it's based on a standard DC.
Cool.
Jesus.
Oh, that was a nat 20.
Wow.
Holy shit.
It's a nat 20
Okay.
plus it's a 28.
So you succeed. Let's just get that out the way. Now you're sitting here
Let's get that right.
just to clear things up.
Get it out in the open. Make sure it's understood. You succeeded.
Okay, so so as I figure out I didn't even type in I didn't even determine the standard DC yet. Honestly, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make sure I know the standard DC this needs to be, and then you're like 28. Okay, well, fuck.
I guess I don't have to now.
Yeah.
She just knocked these potions out like her grandma used to make them, like every day.
So as I'm looking this up, can you describe to the party what you're doing, what they're smelling, because you're brewing something? I'm assuming the brew is kind of wafting a smell through the.
Yes. So, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and say one of the reasons this went so well is she actually. Y'all look away for a little bit doing whatever you're doing, but the next time that you look over, you realize that in the corner of this room is a cauldron, and kind of on the corner and up the walls a bit, there are some spider webs that are going up and kind of hanging down from the ceiling. And from the ceiling, there's some little empty vials hanging. You see little bits of flowers and tufts of fur that are kind of stuck hanging down. And in front of the cauldron is about a 3-foot tall peacock jumping spider that is actively pulling things down, tying things up, moving things around as she's dropping things into and out of the potion or out of the cauldron using almost all of her legs, just very diligently multitasking, picking and pulling and moving around as there's this smoke that's wafting out with the very almost a kind of gamey smell is what you smell, foresty gamey smell.
Oh god, what is that oh god, there's a giant spider over top.
Well, you and Keggmoth are out doing stuff.
Yeah, we're going to come back to a giant spider, and Keggmoth's going to be like, I don't think we should squish it.
So the door to your room is going to open. And sorry, I was eating Starburst. The door to your room opens, and Two Stripe is literally going to. As you hear the door creak, it will crack just barely, and you will only see his nose. And as he's sniffing, he will open the door, pay you literally 0 mind, and start sniffing around the perimeter room. And when I say sniffing around the perimeter room, let's say the bed is on the wall. You open the door, and the door is in the corner. Picture a square. Door is bottom right corner. Bed is right in front of door. He will walk into the door. He will step over the bed, stop, get down, crawl underneath the bed, back over top of the bed, and he is just following the perimeter of the room. Until he gets to the corner with the cauldron, still has not looked at you, and will stick his nose over and go, and then turn to you and go, soup. Spider.
She's just gonna pick up one of her little legs and wave, and then point at the cauldron and chitter and shake her head as a no, and kind of do a eat gesture, no eat.
He is going to stare at you abject fear for a half a second.
Oh, also, if you
And
look
then-
closely, you do see ribbon kind of darting around here and there. So if that helps at all, as far as this being Sarah, ribbon is still kind of wrapped around her.
Oh, this spider's actually really cute. It's also tiny.
It's
Yeah,
like
they're usually very tiny.
half a second of abject fear. And then once he realizes that you are signaling that no, it is not soup, the fear immediately melts away to abject disappointment.
It's just gonna reach out with their little like foot and just kind of tap you twice on the head, like there.
He smells soup.
Can you not talk in that form?
I can talk in
but-
my language,
Yeah.
but that doesn't help y'all.
Okay,
he's just gonna point to the point. Smell soup. You make soup smell like this. I eat.
I don't have thumbs to give you a thumbs up, so she'll just like nod excitedly.
Okay, so wow.
We-
So your proficiency rank is +8. So basically what happens on like a crafting like critical success, you turn the ingredients needed to marginal, basically. So what it is your attempt is successful. Each additional day spent crafting reduces the material needed to complete the item by an amount based on your level +1 and your proficiency rank in crafting. So that would be 5 for you right now. So you would reduce the amount of materials needed by 5. So I'm assuming that would mean like I'm gonna
Maybe
play
in
it.
this case, like vials or something.
Yeah, for the moment, you have the exact vials you need to separate and store. You have all the materials you need to store and separate and cool down things. And
So you essentially get the same. We get the same amount of potions for less ingredients.
yeah,
Because I think kind of looking around, just kind of poking around crafting. Crafting is essentially based off of the gold cost of your components.
yeah. And I believe you had you got the gold cost in components from because you got the purple hops, because I think that was one of the components we said.
It could be at least, yeah. So maybe it counts as kind of like a premium catch-all.
Hmm. I'm still learning them. You know, we can play loosey goosey with the rules until we learn better, and then I can be like, now you have to do it this way.
Yeah. And I think the cauldron too, I don't know if it does yet, but eventually it starts to take over a bit in regards to like the actual materials as well. Like it starts to like actually provide.
Okay. So it's actually it's like a seasoned cauldron. I don't think
Yes.
you can season a cauldron, but
I mean, it's cast iron most of the time, so I'd say you can.
yeah. So eventually, it's just like the ingredients are already in there.
I think it also becomes a little bit like once it's like that walking one, it's a little bit of that like it's more of a magic portal than anything. Like it still does technically cook, but it's kind of like Mary
Lord,
Poppins' bag.
please say you can fly in the cauldron once you can get in it.
Oh man, maybe in my spider form I can at least write it. That'd be great.
Just get in there. I would actually like homebrew that just because I would want to see that.
Oh my god, could she ride down in it? So it's just like their little spider eyes and like a couple of her feet poking over.
It's like, what's this cauldron in here? What the fuck? Anyway, so you're able to effectively use your materials in such a way that you have leftover materials, and you're looking at everything and you're like, I don't need that much. Like like you're putting everything aside as you're completing everything. You want to let everything cool. You want to have everything set up in a way to where, you know, the next time you sit down, it's going to be perfect. And you're looking at it, it's like, yeah, this is Like you almost feel like you haven't had like this much peace in an area before. Like it's almost serene. This nice, much like any other spider, you're in like this nice little nook in the ceiling.
It's like the actual feng shui and like architecture of the room was like super conducive to like a cozy corner.
Yeah, you're just like, I can really work in here.
Hell yeah, this is shit.
As you're doing that, as you're finishing that, Greekin walks in saying, breakfast is, oh my god! And then flees.
No,
She just does like
Two-Stripe.
a little bit of a sad face.
Two-Stripe is going to stand up from where he was napping. Because once the conversation, the fact that this was not soup ended, he so you're kind of in the corner of the the roof corner of the room. He is curled down under. He is curled around like where you would be standing, were you in human form doing this. He is curled up there because it's warm next to the cauldron. So he comes in. He says that, and Two-Stripe immediately perks up and goes, "Food." He will look up at you and go, "Breakfast," and then we'll run out and we'll then come back in about 20 minutes with his arms with literally as much as he could carry. And he will kick the door, walk over, put the food on the bed and go, "Spider, Two-Stripe, bring the food."
She's going to do hang on, just for flavor. She'll actually lift like one of her like back legs up, so like her front legs are still like doing everything like with the cauldron and the materials. She'll lift one up and use a quick like hook like gesture, and as she does, like a piece of I need some input. What could a spider eat? Maybe like bite into like a fruit and drain it?
I mean, okay, so I think you're at a size where you're pretty much, in terms of mandibles, you're kind of like a crab.
He will literally make you a biscuit sandwich. Like he will put eggs and sausage and like capers and like fish and fruit. Like this thing is a minimum of 8 inches tall. And then the top of the biscuit.
I'm just picturing like a Disney style like Rescuers Down Under character
this is absolutely
like a giant.
This is absolutely a Scooby and Shaggy breakfast sandwich.
As you start making that, or like once you're finished making that, she'll do that gesture, and you'll just feel it like gently pull out of your hands and start floating over to her.
And then he will turn around and start making another one for himself.
And I think about this time, or go ahead.
I was just gonna say she cast Mage Hand is what she did just then. So
okay, yeah, I figured it was like easy spell. About this time, Pez and Keggmoth, y'all enter back into the Iron Gut.
Oh, Keggmoth, do you smell that?
It was not me.
It was probably Two-Stripe.
It is definitely not him. It would have been worse.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
but as you get closer to the room, it will indeed get stronger. So maybe you second guess.
You know what?
Yeah, it does get a little. It does get a little bit more potent.
Do you think one of them died?
No, this smells more like a herb my sisters used to imbibe.
Does it smell
actually,
like
Keggmoth,
my brother used to imbibe?
It actually, Keggmoth, as you get closer, the strange gaminess is also accompanied by like almost an herbal sort of fruity smell. It's really weird. It's almost off-putting, but it's also a very familiar smell. Since you are from the town of Redwell, like you would kind of
I don't know if I'm
be
from,
familiar.
I don't know if it was from Redwell. I thought it was from one of the other towns where his parents' livery was. He's just been here for a while working.
Okay, well, you would know the smell of like the purple hops, is what I'm saying.
Oh, so they are using the flowers we're not supposed to have.
So they're making like
I-
really good beer.
I don't know. I don't think I didn't know we had any.
Who, us or the town?
Us.
Well, I mean, a lot of us have a lot of stuff none of us probably know about. You know, but we're not anybody's keeper. Are you someone's keeper? I'm not.
For
I
a
kinda
while,
am.
for a while, I kept my younger brother Angus.
Oh, like you're
Okay.
kind of you raised him,
No, I babysat.
so kind of.
It all comes full circle.
Just Keggmoth will open up the door and look inside.
And two stripe will look over at him and go, "Spider make soup. Do not eat soup. It is not good. It is not eating soup."
What?
What? What?
What? We'll come in
Sarah's
and
just
close.
gonna look up and wave again.
Oh. Okay.
I will go out and say that like Two Stripe has in the interim time has gotten bored because he's already taken like 3 naps. So he will kind of like go get a chair and then put a chair next to it, kind of underneath and next to her, and he'll turn around and he'll send his tail up to the side, and so that Ribbon could just get Ribbon to try to play with Ribbon with his tail, and then like they get there and Two Stripe is sitting on the floor, and like Ribbon and Two Stripe's tail is just kind of wrestling and playing.
Ribbon
What is
keeps
it?
like doing like So does, which is the like thinking they're being super serious, gonna strike, and yet wobbling all over the place and totally missing every single time he tries. But it's also
Yeah.
because it's kind of a half-assed attempt.
Yeah, and it's kind of
What is happening here?
spider make soup. Do not eat soup. If it is not eating, it is not. It's no eating soup.
I tell you what, the way it smells.
Are you taking a Wii with us?
No, I play with Snake.
Quick
I feel
question, DM. Out of
Hmm.
all of the languages we know, and one of them, I think Goblin, we said that pretty much all of us know, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that Goblin has the simplest form of written language? Out of the kind of the standard ones?
Actually, in this world, Goblin would have like a pretty complex. I would say the Orcish language, which I think all of y'all speak, would be.
I got
I got-
Orcish in common. That's it.
I got common, druidic, dwarven, and Yoskai.
Like Orc could theoretically be like just a couple like slashes and stuff, like kind of that like
I know
Very straightforward.
I
Yeah,
know
it sounds-
goblin, but not orc.
this sounds kind of corny, but like if you know the Skyrim language, the whole point of the Dova language is that they use their claws for it, so it's just a bunch of straight lines that they just imprint essentially. So I was trying to think if there's a way that like she can't obviously communicate fully, but like maybe through ink and paper just scratch like a couple symbols just to kind of say like potion or something like that.
Well, I would say you're dexterous enough to kind of write whatever you would like in
Okay.
whatever language, honestly. Like if you're sitting there as a spider doing like alchemy or brewing potions, I think you would be able to get a piece of paper and write up a couple of paragraphs at least.
And
For flavor purposes, I'll say it will be in like, let's say whatever like the Orcish like straight language it is, just to make it quicker for her.
Yeah, the Orcish or the Yun language is old, so it kind of still has like a very simplistic alphabet. So it's easy. It's pretty easy to write.
Awesome.
So-
She'll just kind of take out like a little thing and just write potion just real quick.
And I would say that like she would then like hand it down to Two Stripe, who's still playing with ribbon underneath. He's gonna take it, He's gonna take it, look at it, and go, and just without even looking, just pass it up. And go, nope.
No.
No.
What does this say?
That says
Nope. I don't know.
it says potion on it.
Oh,
And Sarah's gonna nod and point into the cauldron.
oh.
These
No soup.
the spiders. Where did spider come from?
Corner. And he's literally gonna point up and go corner.
I think it's Sarah. Look at the snake.
Sarah's gonna nod and point to the snake and then point to like, I guess the spider equivalent of a forehead, which you see is like a red band that kind of like looks like the makeup that she would wear over her eyes. She points to it.
I've met some of their race before, but not
So
not extensively.
Sarah is
Yeah,
a spider.
very. Like, actually, everyone give me recall knowledge, and this is something I learned very recently. The secret checks are actually optional.
Where
What is
is
recall
recall knowledge?
Give me. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't give you the specific skill or the specific. Yeah. My mouse is being evil. Give me either a society or a nature roll for recall knowledge. God damn, y'all are good. Two Stripe is the only one that doesn't really like Two Stripe.
Legitimately doesn't care. Like 100% face value.
It's like, oh, that's cool, a spider. Pez and like Pez, you've come across some of the Yanati or some of the spider folk
The
in your
Illuminati.
travels.
Oh
The
no!
Illuminati. Oh my gosh. I was gonna try and do like an Alex Jones thing, but like I can't do that voice.
It's just
But,
gross. It's just gross.
It sounds just like that.
yeah,
It sounds like
garbled
someone.
noises.
It sounds like someone trying to shove a bunch of sausages in their mouth.
Oh wait, I got here. You mean like that? I now have no money and have to pay back $30 million because I'm an idiot. Like you mean like that?
Sounds a lot. That sounds a lot like him. Anyway, so Keggmoth, you have heard of like different nomadic people called the Tale-Tailers, or the song singers and the Tale-Tailers, which are nomadic peoples that usually live south and let's say east of where you're at. One of which is like apparently a group of spiders that comes from the moving marshes. But you didn't like it wasn't on your first. You didn't initially think it's like, oh, they're like literal spiders. Pez, you have met people like this, and you know that they are like kind of a reclusive type people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, again, your first time actually seeing one.
In spiderly form.
Yeah. Because I think they are a rare ancestry in Pathfinder. I'm going to say they're fairly rare in here because they're in one spot in the entire map of Utah, which is the Moving Marshes. And the Moving Marshes isn't exactly a place you want to like stroll into unless you know what you're doing.
And I'm sure my brother has told me stories about it, but I always thought they were fake.
Yeah, it might be like something like you've met them, but your brother is like, yeah, they're spider people, and then you're like, no, that's bullshit. They have two. They look like people.
I get that they look kind of creepy, but that was a person.
Dude, that was a dude.
Monkey dude.
Monkey dude.
But yeah, all this going on, you realize y'all are missing someone.
Has Magnus come back yet?
We all got in at the same time. I figured he just had not woke up.
No. I figured he went to hang out at the farms with you.
No, I came with you.
Did you?
I followed you out to the farm.
Oh, you're very sneaky.
I just didn't think anybody else should go out here by themselves after last night.
Oh, so you're protecting me. I appreciate it.
No, more of there's two of us, so they might not want to attack in daylight.
Yeah, that's what I said. Protecting me. We're protecting each other. How about that?
Yes.
But yeah, what would y'all like to do?
Are we still doing downtime right now?
I mean, y'all are still into downtime. I was just giving y'all the information, like that. As far as you, oh, go ahead.
I'll go ask the barkeep if he happened to see Magnus.
Is the spider gone?
Nope.
Oh no! I'm gonna have to call the exterminator.
Oh, no. It's not that kind of spider. You know how, you ever hear that thing where like a spider's in your house and people are like, oh no, keep it around because it'll eat mosquitoes.
That was a big spider.
It'll eat a lot of mosquitoes.
We are close to the marshes.
Have you seen any 4.5 foot mosquitoes? No? Then thank her.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Anyway, did you need something? I'm sorry.
Yeah, have you seen our buddy around? The goblin Magnus?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I thought y'all were still up there. With the exception of you two, of course. You and your other orc friend.
His name's Keggmoth.
Keggmoth, that's who I was talking about.
Keggmoth Larry.
Keggmoth Larry, what a name.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. Thank you. We'll look around for him.
Okay, and y'all can do like a quick in downtime. What is it called? What is this? It's not seek, it's you'd think I've looked at this before.
We are professional.
None of us can be like Matthew Mercer or something like that.
No.
Mr. That fucking encyclopedia of a man. Wait. Well, for the moment, just give me a perception check just to, yeah. Crap, downtime. Exploration. Okay. Not sense direction. Y'all don't need to sense the direction.
What is up, my dog?
Okay, so you look around where in the room and where Magnus was, and you notice that there is no real trace of him. It's as if he just kind of like it's weird.
Like, maybe he never existed?
Maybe he never existed. No, it's like as if. I mean, he could have just like packed up in the middle of the night and left, but that would seem kind of weird. He was very injured, so you suspect he would be sleeping. But it's almost you remember him going to bed, and you remember like hearing him snore. Oh God, did he snore? but like his bed where he slept, it's like as if he was never there.
Huh. Guess he, I mean, we're not leaving for a few days. He'll probably be back. Right?
You're just gonna see a little spider shrug.
Keggmoth!
What?
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you need something, Mr. Pez?
Oh, you weren't agreeing with me?
What?
He wasn't with you.
I
Oh, no, I came up and said that.
Yeah, that's why Sarah responded. He was back in the room.
yeah, Keggmoth never left the room. I thought I didn't know Keggmoth went downstairs with you.
No, he
No,
came back
I
up and
came
it was
back
the
up.
bed he saw was never touched, so that's when he realized he wasn't here. So he's
Uh,
back in the room with us when he
I
said
said,
that.
we're not leaving for a few days. He'll be back, right? And then you were like, I like that you weren't paying attention, though. It makes it funnier. Because you were like, yes, and I was like, good. I'm glad you agree.
He's just looking uneasily at the giant spider.
Keggmoth is just like, I heard you say my name, so I said yes. I'm also distracted. There are so many cobwebs.
Hold up 2 of your 8 arms. Okay, let's say up to 80%. How much? So each arm will be 10%. How much percentage of time do you spend like that?
Sarah's gonna look at him and think for a second. And then she'll pick up the paper and scribble something and push it over to him.
I can't read this. I don't know what that means.
Who's gonna read it?
Keggmoth, well, Keggmoth can speak Orcish and Common. Magnus could speak Goblin, Orcish, and Common. So, like, we had, like, a weird use another language to cover up what we're doing, but telephone game style with Pez.
You see written down, I can't math.
It says she cannot math.
As in, like,
It just says, look, it says she cannot math.
right. Once again, I can't read that. Like she doesn't. And he'll quietly say, "Is she stupid?"
She's gonna come over and snatch the paper back and scribble like a lot more and pass it back to Keggmoth. And Keggmoth, you're gonna see that it says, "I said can't math. I can hear."
She says can't math, but she can hear. Also, look, you see this X shape right here? That in Orcish that means you're starting off a negative sentence. So
And it's like a huge splattered X too.
if you see the big X, it means no right at the very beginning.
Huh. Boy, I'm learning so much today.
Now, if a Y shape, like this, like Keggmoth will draw like a Y shape, that is how you start the question.
Huh.
Because why?
She's gonna go back to her corner, and would you say that now probably whatever she's got going on in the cauldron is kind of just resting now? It's like brewing or
Yeah, you're
fermenting
kind
or-
of at the end phase of what you need to do today for the potions.
Are we switching to crockpot mode now?
Yeah, she's turning on low.
She just puts you just see the spider tendril just put a little pot or a little pan over a little
Is
lid.
it slightly kicked up so a little bit of steam can get out so it doesn't over moisturize or
Yes.
get watered down?
100%. But when she goes back into the corner, she's gonna grab. You see, hanging up from like kind of over some of the threads. It's like the big shawl that she wears usually. Like she just kind of has it draped around her most of the time, and she'll kind of throw it up in the air so that it like parachutes down over her and completely covers her. and there's some movement from underneath, and then Sarah in her human form stands up with the shawl wrapped around her to cover her modesty, and goes, "No, it's just more efficient to use that when I do crafting stuff.
Oh, that's fair.
More arms.
More arms, more
Do you
legs."
not understand how to do math?
You started talking about legs equal math numbers, so no, not really.
Okay. Good to know. I'm not disparaging you for it. You did not seem like that would confuse you.
I mean, it also takes a long time for me to write things with these legs, so when I say I can't math, I was trying to politely say I don't know how to calculate what you're asking me. I do know, like, values and things like that. Like, I know what coins mean and, the actual purpose of it. It's just percentages are difficult.
My dear lady was busy.
Yes.
While this conversation, Keggmoth has slowly turned his person away from the Sarah that is literally covered by a blanket.
I mean, as she's standing there, she starts like kind of tucking and twisting it in a way, and it like just kind of slowly turns into like a legitimate dress. Like, it's a large shawl that, like, while it starts out is just kind of loosely covering her, she's now like truthfully wearing like a dress. If you've ever seen those videos of those like really cool like multiple outfit type shawl things where it turns into like a halter top, tank top, she like does like kind of some seamstressy magic, and she's just wearing a normal garment now.
She does blanket origami.
Pretty much, yeah. My headcanon is like that's why a lot of them have like those tapestry like kind of shawl things that they carry around, because it makes like changing back and forth and modesty way easier, because all they have to do is just tie it up and they got essentially like a full set of clothes. So
Yeah, and this is an original world. Do not steal. So we can say what we want.
yay.
When Keggmoth turns back around, he will be slightly purple in the face.
Are you sick?
No.
Okay, because I know with my people, when people turn purple, they're about to molt. So I just wanted to make sure. I didn't think your kind molted.
No, I'm blue, and if I'm purple, that means I blushed.
Ah.
Okay, so
Like, he legitimately looks annoyed that he has done this.
okay, so what would y'all like to do today?
Okay,
The world
so
is your oyster.
I have a weird thing, guys.
Mm.
So, should we go talk to the people that paid us before? Well, I guess we have to go find. We still don't.
We need the bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still need the bird.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that we didn't do that, and I was thinking that we could leverage our success on that to get more money for taking care of this ghost that's apparently murdering people. But we don't have leverage.
Yeah, no, we actually
don't
probably
know.
have less leverage, because Keggmoth and I and Magnus, when we went back, we kind of had to, deal with the shame of bringing the wrong person, which we flipped in our favor,
We
but
kind of kidnapped the man.
yeah. So we're not starting out on a good foot. I think we need to kind of, do something a little bit better.
I still can't believe that happened. like no joke. I didn't plan for that, and
Why would you say there is a black corvid in
I
the
said
inn? It's still a corvid, even if it's like a red-winged blackbird. That's still
Here's
a
here's the
corvid.
thing, though. We did very little research on it.
and y'all had like a good amount of bad rolls that time too.
We did.
Yeah.
Like that is one of the good parts of the secret check system. Like, y'all don't know, like, sometimes,
We can't
like,
metagame on whether or not we didn't
yeah.
or couldn't know who someone was. Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll be
I'm
back in
sorry,
just
y'all
2
go
seconds.
ahead.
I'm gonna grab a drink right quick.
I need to grab a beverage as well.
Okay, in that case, let's take a little break then.
That'll work. I'll go grab a drink as well then.
We will all get drinks.
Yay!
Drink.
Yeah, drink
Yay,
time.
Woo!
We'll be right back with drinks.
That's understandable. I'll go ahead and roll up a new character.
Okay, Claire's here. We're ready. Oh, we're live again. We got drinks.
Drink.
What is everyone drinking? I am sorry. That was rude.
Go soda.
Pounds to
I
water.
Water with a little bit of whiskey or bourbon in it.
Nice.
oh, nice.
I have a Dos Equis Ember Montezuma special.
I have a black cherry clear American. It's the Walmart brand Ghost Soda.
Go soda.
Do you have a Sam's Club membership? Hashtag not sponsored.
I do. Do they have that in bulk?
I don't know if they have that one, but they've had Waterloo on sale. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag please sponsor us, Waterloo. Hashtag sponsor us, Waffle
Anyone,
House.
please sponsor us and put us in commercials.
Hashtag
Don't
rates.
actually do that. I would.
Yeah,
I
I do not want to be in a commercial.
I'll do commercials.
would just put Hewitt in the commercial and just let him do whatever. Latimer. Anyway, what would y'all like to be doing this fine day?
Not being Latimer in a commercial for anything.
I guess we should
Hello, children.
Hear me out here, guys. We should probably try to go find the actual thing that we were contracted to go find.
It's not a thing. It's a person.
He is humanoid. He has feelings.
We don't know that.
He has feathers, at least.
We don't know that.
We do know that.
He is Burb.
We don't know that.
You know he's an avian folk. At the
Do you
very
know
least.
anything?
I know a lot of things. A lot of them probably aren't very helpful, but I do know a lot of things.
He knows how to whistle and sing at same time. I was impressed.
I can do that. Yeah.
So
let's
now
do that.
that we need to find correct Birdmen, where do we find correct Birdman?
In Tenets, that's where they said he was.
We
And
did
that-
not have a fun time last time we went there.
Magnus got stabbed.
Where?
Yeah. The tenants.
No, I mean, where did he get stabbed?
The nipple.
Hmm.
They just cut off like a bit of the nipple. Not a lot, but enough to be like, youch. Now I have to know how that feels.
Any bit of the nipple cut off, DM, is too much of the nipple to be cut off, okay?
No, I mean, it's just like a taste of the nipple getting cut off. Not the full thing.
A LaCroix, the ghost soda of it. The ghost soda of having your
A
nipple
ghost
stabbed.
soda of losing your nipple in a very ghastly way. Yes.
In a knife fight. Y'all, we've just figured out what ghost soda flavored New Orleans is.
You hurt my brain.
God, now I'm thinking, fuck. I'm thinking of a story I heard in high school where someone lost a nipple in a motorcycle accident.
Stop!
Tromeo and Juliet.
Don't talk. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's move on.
You're making me hurt.
Just hit it with some nail clippers. It'll be fine.
I will. I can run, so I will run over there.
Well, I got beer foam in my nose. I hate you.
Oh. My whole chest is tensing up in this conversation. Let's what would you okay, so y'all want to go to the tenements again.
Yes.
Oh
I
god.
fucking guess.
Well, should we figure out other places Birdman goes?
Well,
Does he fly in any weather?
we know he goes there. Y'all know he goes there? I don't remember learning that. I don't have that written down.
We talked to Red Birdman. I don't remember his name.
Isoft.
Yeah, we met his wife.
No, he was very concerned about her.
She seems okay. She was going to pick some of those the herbs you were talking about, Keggmoth, the fancy ones. That's her job, I think.
So, but I think the Red Bird man told us that Gorbajan lives in tenements. I think I might be remembering wrong. There was a level running yesterday.
Well, based on this map that says you are here, the tenements look like it has a lot of houses.
Which also
But-
means lots of people that we can ask.
But maybe
Where did
And
the
hear me
party
out.
marker go?
I think I deleted it on accident.
How could you do this?
Nice.
I'm very talented like that. Y'all continue. I'll get it back up.
I mean, we went there and we nearly died. Well,
I mean, we do have
Well,
more people,
who killed
including
you?
the people who are better at fighting than we are.
I've seen.
But they're also very tiny. And probably not very intimidating.
Excuse me. Watch this. And I look at her very intimidatingly.
you released the smolder.
Would you like to roll for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh shit!
That's a good roll, actually.
Is there
Give
what's the
me-
counter roll for that?
Why don't we do a sense motive would be a perception.
Perception using, or does it not?
Like it uses your perception. Like perception is a skill you have.
No.
Suddenly Pez, this wily little rat folk that you've known like as kind of like a non-serious kind of fun guy, just turns mega serious and really intense, looks at you. His ears go back kind of like a cat, and he has his hand on the hilt of his sword, and you're like, oh no.
She's going to slowly step back and just take one side step so that she's half behind Keggmoth.
See?
Why do people assume I'm safe to hide behind?
Because
you're
you're.
big and you block my vision of him.
And you also. I've seen you in battle. You're intimidating. Both of you are.
Where's Mr. Two Stripes?
He's probably hiding.
He is
Out of my intimidation.
he is literally sleeping under the bed.
Does he have the lupus?
I hope not.
Lupus is bad.
He just
It's not good for you.
Yeah, I know somebody with it.
He does all the sleeping.
Me too. The Dave.
The Dave.
Hashtag not like trying to belittle it whatsoever.
True. Yeah, no. Serious condition. But yeah. What would y'all like to do?
I guess we'll start heading there and start looking for the man we're looking for.
I like our new logo for the party.
It's just like
Yeah, it's only
Moose,
it's only
quick,
going to be
play your text message sound.
Break!
I was just gonna say the noise someone makes when you get noticed in Metal Gear.
Which is his text tone.
Oh, okay.
you see this is I think this is good because wherever the party goes, usually it's a cause for alarm.
Sure seems to be that way.
Well, before we leave, Keggmoth will ask the question I have still are we technically working for the bad guys?
Why would you say that?
They treat all the workers really bad. They're trying to like keep people.
Oh
from
yeah,
getting...
definitely we are.
Whoa.
I mean, technically, y'all are working for the Guard, which is not an entity that's on paper connected with the Garrett and Bragg Brewing Company, but you suspect they're connected with the Garrett and Bragg Brew Company.
I think it's
So.
still a little bit up to debate, but that might just be my opinion.
It's just it seems like several of the workers have legitimate complaints.
I agree.
Well, maybe
And
we
you know
can
what?
fix those complaints with us working.
The
with
worst
these
part
people.
is, I came here to make money. None of these people have it.
I came here for the most important thing, which is money. I have to work being a cop? Come on now.
I mean, it is good money though.
I mean, y'all are going to make good money. But
Two Stripe will kind of crawl out from under the bed, give a big stretch, look around and go. And he's gonna hold up. He's gonna hold up his. He's gonna uncrumple because it's all crumpled up. Uncrumple his wanted poster and go. Hey, we need to find money, man. Get the
Who's in-
shinies.
Who's in the
I
picture
agree.
again? Corbijn?
yeah, it's Corporation. Because y'all know. Well, I think y'all did learn that Corporation has quite the history. Okay, so that works. But yeah, y'all want to go to the tenements then. Which way would y'all like to go to the tenements if y'all are inclined to go that way?
I guess we'll go to the well.
No, it's if we go north, we can get to the north end of the tenements quicker coming from the Iron Gut.
Yeah, the Iron Gut is probably... Yeah, the Iron Gut is on this crossroad right here. So going, let's say this way.
It's only 35 feet, so we're fine.
Yeah, it's only 35 feet. Don't worry about it. It's quick. Y'all just warp there.
We're just using Bethesda Elder Scroll travel.
Yeah, we're
time.
just using Bethesda's game engine.
It's not a bug; it's a feature.
That explains a lot.
This is how big is this area? It's massive. It's huge. Well, it only took me 2 day cycles to get across. That means it's 30 miles.
34 to be specific.
34.6.
We'll just follow the road, I guess. There's a road there.
Okay. Okay, so it like getting... I'm going to say it doesn't take you too long, about an hour or so to get to the tenements. It's uneventful. People are going about their day. As you pass the dead row, you're kind of like I would imagine all of y'all are kind of side-eyeing it after seeing what was in the dead row. But for the moment, it is not active. It is fairly calm, and you do see people sporadically out in the dead row, as much as they tend to be out, at least. And as you pass the dead row, you make your way into or close to the tenements, and as you get close to the tenements, you discover a new area.
Yay.
The Meridian Inn and Tavern, sitting at the very tippy top. Wait, did you... Okay, cool. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Y'all are just moving around. Okay, what would y'all like to do?
We're just, making our way downtown.
Moving
But-
fast.
Bun.
Okay, so you make your way into the tenement. As you
Did you just say we make our way into the tuna?
into the tuna,
You don't
you're
like
in
tuna?
Was that a fart?
I mean, are you asking? Are you doing? We
No.
know you, Hewitt.
Claire would let me know if I had.
I will say I'm pretty sure that one was a Cherry Creek, but
Claire farted. I heard it from here.
yeah, with my mic muted.
I can honestly say,
I overpowered Discord's mute.
It was
I
so
can
loud.
honestly say,
it was
I don't
so
think
loud.
I've ever heard her do it.
Because I'm sneaky.
Nikki.
I do the sneaky squeakers.
Okay. So in the tenements, what
There's a
to give a
there's an
give
inn
a
that we found, and then there's the rest of the
okay.
the broke ass
so-
part of town.
Okay, so on this crossroad you're on one side you see the dead row, which is dilapidated houses, old houses, people kind of trying to keep things together. It is your typical slums. You have the Meridian Inn and Tavern, which is just fairly, like, it's literally across the street from Dead Row. And it is fairly nice. It's like this nice kind of almost rustic looking building. It actually has a similar architecture to stuff in the Dead Row, but it looks like it's very well maintained. And then you look at the tenements. As you look at the tenements, you realize these are buildings that are a lot newer, and they do not match at all with the surrounding architecture in terms of and just in terms, like, most of it is like these rustic buildings. These are the tenements are very cold and very
Company
almost
housing.
very brutalistic almost in their
Oh god,
in their
guys,
arrangements.
we found Eastern Europe.
Oh fuck. That was
My
supposed to be
homeland.
Northern Utah. Actually, that's true. I actually put. Oh, Hewitt. I don't know if I told you. The Eldenwild is in this setting.
Fun, super fun. That's great. That's fantastic.
So that's where, like, just to give you a bit of tidbit, Hewitt. When y'all defeated Nagotha and unbanished the Eldenwild, y'all came here. Not in Redwell, but in Utah. So
it just dropped somewhere.
yeah.
Great, fantastic. That is somebody else's problem.
Yeah, y'all are nowhere near the Eldenwild, so don't worry.
Benedict has retired with his man. So
Hmm.
The fact that you called it the Elden Wilds makes me concerned.
Oh, if you ever go there, you should be.
yeah. Watch out for the ghost spa. What are we doing, guys? There's the inn.
Oh,
and then there's the
should
busted
we-
houses.
No, I don't remember. Oh God, what was the guy's wife? She didn't know Corvigen, right?
She didn't know Corvigen. She just knew that her husband did some low level work for the Barrel Breakers.
Hey, those bandits, you remember that guy that tried to stab me? I think that's the same guy that was like chasing y'all, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're the Bell Breakers?
Probably.
So should we try to make ourselves known to them? and then try to capture them and extract information. And then kill him because he has multiple times tried to kill us.
I am going to say that if we were to try to draw his attention, it would not be just him coming out to interact with us.
We were also discussing this in street.
But you have backup too.
And so do they, even more so.
Well, I'm okay at hiding.
We also do have a
We can
dog.
hide.
Hold on, we did have a dog though.
The dog's been following you the whole time.
What do you mean you have a dog? Wait, has there been a dog in here the whole time?
Yes.
Yeah, just like this giant mastiff that has just been following y'all.
Oh, my name is Ruru.
The dog goes.
I'm writing this down now. I have not taken any other notes, but Ruru.
She would hate me if I did the voice.
By the way, it's spelled Rouxroux.
Of course. It has to be.
The only note I've taken this whole campaign, Ruru, best boy.
She would hate me if I started doing the voice.
What voice?
You know which voice. This is the big mastiff.
Oh, yeah. If you do that, I'm going to start laughing. I guess Keggmoth will poke his head into the inn.
Okay. So you poke your head into the tavern, and it is lively. It is a lot of people. It does, it smells like stale ale. That is a very hard thing to say, actually. Stale ale. There we go.
Pails of stale ale.
Pails of stale ale, yeah. You see mostly what looks to be workers on their time off, just having a drink. And you see mostly just a leisurely, the workers kind of just leisurely walking around. It seems to be a more relaxed setting than the Smelly Forest Tavern, which felt like you would be stabbed at any moment. But it doesn't feel like the Iron Gut, where there's a novelty to the Iron Gut, So you get the impression that Meridian is is kind of a place people might go just to have something to eat or have a beer and then get about their day.
Hey, Keggmoth, I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Yes, with this question.
I forgot it.
Well.
It's probably not important.
Should we go in there and start asking questions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Me know how to handle, and we'll walk in.
Okay, so y'all walk in, and no one pays you any mind as you go to the first table available, I'm assuming.
As soon as I walk in the door, I immediately scan to see if he is there.
Give me a straight perception check. You're seeking. I'm kind of keeping it loosey-goosey this time around because the other few times I used a secret check system, and I kind of want y'all to roll.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. You don't see Corvigen. You don't see any bird folk in here. Which is weird because bird folk are fairly common in this setting, but at the moment you don't see any bird folk. You do see a familiar face, though. Sitting there drinking a beer with a sack is a younger looking man Uh, just sitting there drinking a beer with a friend. Seems to be someone that was chasing your friends just yesterday and hasn't noticed you.
How many friends?
It's just him and someone else. The other person you don't know.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Let's see.
Oh, 1 second. My dog is he needs something.
Two stripe. Don't immediately
puppy.
go into murder mode. Please don't immediately go into murder mode.
Don't go into murder mode while I'm gone. 1 second.
I murder him. There's
so
nothing
what
he
you
can
sa-
do. He's not here. Chris isn't here. Murder him.
So what you're saying is that I should cast cast an offensive spell and attack him immediately.
That is not at all what I said.
I think that's what you said.
I heard it.
Claire, help.
I just no.
Just you're gonna say let him cast the spell.
Huh.
I can try to bind his hands.
I'm just afraid Two Stripes gonna walk up and stab a bitch at a bar again.
Murder. Murder.
I need to pop my back real bad. But I'm afraid if I lean back in the chair, the next noise you'll hear is me going, oh, and falling.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Everybody just assumes I'm gonna fart.
I mean, is that
It's
a
a
bad
pr-
assumption?
It's a pretty safe bet.
Thinking the other night was rough. I had eaten Brussels sprouts for 2 days.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay. I have an idea.
Oh boy.
So, I would like,
The rage.
yes. I would like to take. I'd like to take. I'd like to grab a decent size length of rope out of my bag.
Okay.
I would like to essentially tie basically kind of tie half pitches in it and wrap it up so that there's about 8 feet of rope between 2 loops.
Okay.
I want these loops to be configured in a half hitch in a way that if you attempt to pull them apart, they will the loops will cinch down.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Making handcuffs.
And I want the loops to be about 3 feet long. 3 feet. I want them to be like 3-foot circles.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to do that pretty easy. Like,
Okay.
I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You're able to, you're dexterous enough to, tie knots like that.
Okay.
Everybody, remember this. It's been stated now. Everybody can tie knots.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
I'm just saying, the mechanic-wise so far, everybody can tie a knot. Remember this for the future.
I said he's dexterous enough to tie a knot.
Correct.
That is true.
Mhm.
Damn. Damn.
Move, stop crunching on your ice.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted.
You weren't.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Okay, so I'm guessing y'all kind of sink to a table and kind of like curl up as you point out the suspicious person and start like working your rope to try and make these little handcuffs.
No, these okay, you say handcuffs. I want the loops 3 feet
That is true.
wide.
People.
So you're looking at you're gonna throw it over. Okay.
So, I will look at everyone and go, men who chase you? I go ask him why. And I will stand up
Oh no.
and I will, I'm going to attempt to kind of sneak. Let me do this.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Oh,
That's a-
no.
Wah, wah.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna do an opposing. Okay, well that wasn't supposed to be, but you know it works.
That is what it is.
As you're trying to stealth, the guy looks at you. It's like, oh, what are you doing?
And I'm going to play, and I'm going to essentially throw the rope over him and his friend so that any reaction from either one of them will cinch them both.
Okay, give me a. Would this be an unarmed attack or like a? Let's see.
Improvised throwing?
Improvised
would it be-
throwing.
It'd be just. You want to just call it a dex? Just call it a dex check.
Let's see. Because I think there's a
I don't think it's on
improvised weapon, but I would say improvised throwing. So it would be your dex check.
Okay.
You are on
Wait, no.
fire.
How? That is.
Wait. Let's see something. Your dex should be no. Well, no. That's what it is. Damn.
That's an 8. I rolled a fucking 4.
Now I will say you do have a hero point. A hero point allows you to re-roll once, but it's like lucky you have to take the new roll.
That's fine. Yeah, because it can get worse worse than rolling a 4. We're gonna go with this color purple.
Yeah, change your dice.
Oh boy.
Bruh.
I'm sorry.
Bruh.
So what happens is that you're sitting there acting all sneaky with your rope, and then he's like, "Well, what are you doing?"
And I just
And-
throw the rope at him.
You just throw the rope at him and it hits him in the face, and it spills his drink. He's like, "What? Oh, dang it!"
Completely good. Why chase my friends?
Please don't mind him. In his culture, that's a greeting, and I don't think he realized that you weren't aware of that. I'm so sorry for our friend.
Hey,
Oh,
Nox,
no.
Nox, you should have thrown a wild berry first so you could have caught him easier.
I thought about it.
Okay, are you doing like a deception thing here, Sarah?
I don't think I'm actually good at deception, but yeah, unfortunately.
Oh boy, that's like my thing.
Pez, are you and Keg sitting at the table just like the fuck is happening?
Probably.
It's like things have happened so fast. Y'all were like, we should let Two Stripe handle this. Oh no.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, that's with the +1.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Let's see. Let's see what they got.
I keep forgetting the only thing I have points in that's like social wise is intimidate. And while I've done down low non-physical intimidation before, it's not easy to pull off. Not recommended for non-hostile people.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's close.
Ooh.
That's barely.
He looks flustered. He's like getting the beer off his chest. Like, well, just don't let it happen again.
We'll
Jeez.
try to make sure he gives. We'll teach
What's
him
your deal?
Sorry.
What do you even want anyway? What are you trying to greet me for? Huh?
Why
sorry.
is this goofy?
I don't.
Because he'll fucking do it again.
He started out as Jimmy Stewart and went to Goofy so quick.
I'm gonna fucking do it again. I'm sorry.
That was like Goofy pretending to be the Count from Sesame Street.
It's just turning bad. It's just getting worse as I go along.
Just do Jensen, the very grumpy halfling, for all NPCs.
I can't do Jensen the very unhappy. I gotta vary it up with my bad voice acting.
Okay, then switch it up with a Jensen, the apathetic halfling.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Just name all your NPCs Justin next time.
Okay.
I will
actually
allow. Go.
I was gonna say, I told Kyle the other day, if I ever run another game, every NPC is gonna be a regular person's name with an extra syllable that doesn't make any sense. So it'd be like Kylilo and Jeremy.
That's actually really good. I like that.
And like Tiffany.
Tiffany.
I will allow Sarah to I will allow Sarah to start directing me back to the table, and then I'll kind of break away. I'll kind of break away, walk back up to the table, grab the rope, and look at him and go, "My rope," and then walk back to the table.
Okay, the guy kind of looks at you, Sarah, as you all are walking away.
That's fair.
And I will it's like start trying to untangle and unknot the rope because it's now all
bad rope.
yeah, it's all knotted up. So I'm trying to undo it and to get it so I can get it straight so that I can recoil it up.
It is like the magic item I gave y'all, the infinite rope of tangles.
Yeah.
True. Okay, so you get back to the table, both of y'all. The guy gets up and gets another beer, but is now looking at y'all's table actively.
Damn. Okay, we've been made.
Oh, hi.
Are you just going up? Okay.
Oh no, I'm just waving at him. Like if I realize he's staring at me, right? I'm gonna just activate for it.
So you wave, and he just stares at you.
You got some. You got some, sir? Like, you got an issue or?
Your friend did just throw a rope at me, and you seem awfully familiar.
Oh, really?
You from around here?
I'm not.
Hmm. His eyes squint at you. How long have you been here, if I might ask?
Uh, how long have I been here? Maybe like 2 weeks?
At most, like 2 weeks.
About 2 months.
Traveling with those artificers, haven't you?
No, I'm actually hunting them down, believe it or not.
Oh, did you lose your friend? I am changing the voice just all over the place.
The more this guy drinks, the weirder his voice gets.
I'm
It
the
just
same
goes-
way.
Can we argue this guy is drunk now with the way his voice is going?
It's just all over the place. He is fucking hammered. He's actually drinking a familiar beer, and he smells very bad because of the beer, not because he's like normally stinky.
He's not a
stinky.
stanky boy.
Look, I gotta defend his honor a little bit, okay? Like he's taken baths relative to the age.
He's taken at least 3 baths.
Yeah, in his life. He just stinks because of the beer.
DM,
Okay.
would he have noticed the dog with us?
Yes. So what brings y'all in here? And he actually gets up off of his table and leaves his friend and comes to y'all's table.
Does his friend look like he's doing anything?
He just looks like he's like dumbfounded. Like he don't know what's going on.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
And I am mumbling. Face not rope. My
Wait. Yeah, you're rope. I don't want to take it. I just want to know what you want with me. Y'all seem very interested. I mean, y'all can't see I'm doing like a little thing where he's like crossing his arms and like shrugging his shoulders up, like very tense. Like he seems like he has like the farm boy build where he's like fairly muscular. But he kind of you can tell like maybe he's like 20, 21. Maybe not with it right now because of all the drinks.
Sarah's just looking at everybody else like, I don't know what our angle is.
You guys with the barrel breakers? We're looking for work.
Oh my god.
Oh, Lord.
Keggmoth is trying to stop his draw from dropping.
Just
two stripe is just still a
okay. Give
He
me a
will-
deception
he will-
check.
Two stripe will pull a section of rope to try to stretch
Oh
it out.
no, that's pretty bad for me, but it's okay, I guess.
Well, they got an 8, so
That's a crit. Right? Because it's 10 over.
oh yeah, you're right. So he looks around as you say that. He looks at you, What kind of work are you looking for?
I'm gonna
Well,
as as, I-
so is that
as
a
he
yes? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
as he says that, as I'm trying to untangle the rope, like I pull out a piece that gets caught, and it just and I hand him the piece that leg of the rope. You hold. And I go back to try to I push it into his chest and so that he instinctively grabs the rope, and I go back to trying to untangle the rope.
Okay, I'm holding the rope. He wiggles it a bit.
If it's work, anything that requires being moved that is heavy.
Are you okay? He looks around a bit. He looks at all the other patients, or all the other patrons, not patients. This ain't a fucking hospital, Jesus.
It's about to be.
Oh no! Fucking Sarah's like pulls out a gun. It's about to be.
Always was.
The doctor will see you now.
Racks the chamber.
Are you
Take your
okay?
medicine.
We were told to come meet a man for work, but I don't.
Oh,
See
you mean
anyone-
me? You're meeting me.
Oh my
His
god!
chest
Are we
puffs
actually
up.
talking to him? I'd literally miss that.
No, you're talking. This is a humanoid person. This is not a.
Okay. Okay. I
Are-
don't know. Are you? What is your name?
My name is Steven.
Well, the Steven's not the name we were given, but maybe you're this person's boss. We were told to look. You know what? We were told by some pretty low lifes. Oh, I hate to say it, but they seem pretty low life. But we were told to look for someone named Corv. What, guys, you remember his name?
Gene.
Gene? Corvigene?
Bird.
Hmm.
They said he was a bird.
I think I might know who you're talking about.
Could you have a? Are you his boss?
Yes. Yes, I am his boss.
Do I believe him?
Give me what it would be a perception check.
14.
He's full of shit. This is like up until this point, like okay, so you feel like at a certain point that you are unintentionally stroking his ego.
I mean, he is. He must be.
What do you
in
mean
the-
by unintentionally?
So he must. You must be a very important person.
I might be.
Well, then you must definitely
What?
know where this gentleman lives.
I think I know where to go. But
Oh.
you have to keep it secret.
Oh,
And you have to do a trial. At least I did a trial.
okay. Is this okay? What is the trial?
I don't remember.
So you don't give us the trial? Gene gives us the trial.
I think so. I was knocked out.
What kind of what? Okay, well, can you take us to Gene and so we could do the trial?
Excuse me for 1 second. And he gets up and he goes over to his table, slaps his the sack of hops he had into the hands of the guy that was next to him. Goes up, pays the bartender. It's like comes back to your table. It is time to go. We have a mission.
We've just ruined this whole man's career.
It is
Give it
time
a
to
minute.
learn what a. And he looks around a minute. Barrel breaker. It's time to learn what that really means.
Do I see the knife hilt emblem thing on him anywhere for the barrel breaker knife?
Give me a perception.
Character sheet. Da. Perception. 5.
You just meet it. Like you see a knife hilt just barely poking out. It's like on his belt.
Okay, cool. Well, he's at least actually with them, so. We're so about to get ambushed.
He believes me wholeheartedly. Okay, well, let's go do this unconscious trial.
Okay, so y'all are just gonna follow him, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh, Steven, do you know what, like, should we be prepared for this? Do we need to go grab anything?
He looks at you, and in the most confident voice, he says, "You should always be prepared."
So this is like the Boy Scouts.
The what?
Sure. And he turns around and keeps walking. So y'all get to about here, and y'all weave through the alleyways of the tenements. It actually gets rather labyrinthine as it twists and turns until you get to what's
DM,
up.
since I am looking at my inventory,
Yes.
but
Yes. I'm sorry.
God,
I
that
am so
voice,
sorry.
that fucking voice.
Pretty sure Steven's a serial killer.
Yeah, we have just gone into Dexter's like a whole little basement. I have
So what
chalk.
you're
Can I every so often be leaving a mark since this is labyrinthine?
Give me common object which is a stealth check. It's going to be a rather low one because he is not paying attention to you. Yeah, you're able to just kind of like mark where you're going. Like a good ranger, the chalk is there to help you. Like make a mark through the labyrinth. You know what I'm saying. Anyway.
I kind of really want to just stab this guy and then beat the shit out of him, but not kill him, and then ask him why he was chasing him.
Probably because his boss told him to.
Y'all are at a point where y'all could absolutely do that. Y'all are in like these alleyways where it doesn't seem like a lot of people. Like when you look up, there are like windows in these buildings, but
We should definitely let him bring us.
okay. So y'all go for a little bit, and Keggmoth every now and then is making a mark on the walls where he feels it's needed, or they feel it's needed, until you get to a dilapidated building. One of the few ones in the tenements. Like, for the most part, the tenements look new. They tend to be fairly well taken care of, but this building in particular, you think that's like, it's in such a weird place, maybe it wasn't taken care of. And you see these big doors, and then he looks at y'all and says, "Through here is the trial of the barrel breakers. I cannot go any further, for it is your duty to pass the trials. And remember what happened. Can you tell me what happens? I was knocked out. My friend kind of dragged me through it. Apparently, can you tell me what? Can you help me? Just tell me, just like after you leave.
I'll completely tell you what it was like if I find you again.
When
Huh?
when find you again?
Oh, yes, of course. I knew that. Completely, because I am Steven of the Barrow Breakers.
All right, Steven, go back to the island of misfit toys.
What? We're
Sounds
not
like,
near an island.
sound like the fucking Jack in the Box.
Do you... Unless you mean the Verdant Isles, in which I don't want to go there.
Just get some water for yourself here soon. Maybe some bread.
I'm pretty hydrated. Blech. And he kind of does like a very nasty sounding burp.
Oh, buddy.
Anyway, enjoy the trial. And he walks off.
Are we about to die?
I'll be frank, I don't know what we're doing. We went from trying to figure out where people are to apparently joining the opposition.
It could be undercover.
While yes, I don't think we're undercover enough as it is right this second. Like, we still look exactly like we did when they ambushed us and tried to kill us earlier.
Oh no, I did my hair different.
Oh, okay, well, yes, fair, but I think changing the side that the part is on is not going to be quite enough.
Mr. Pez.
We're hiding in plain sight. We'll go ahead and do it. It's
Hiding in plain sight and first blending in with the crowd, not being the crowd itself.
I don't think you understand what hiding in plain sight means.
I mean,
Look,
you
as
visited my village before, and then yet you were terrified and startled when you saw me yesterday as a spider. You realize that at our village we're spiders like almost all the time. We were just blending in by just going about our business. And so visitors usually don't see us.
Do I need to open the door?
Oh god. I think this last step we might genuinely want to wait for our compatriot for. I don't want to go through any doors that get shut behind us. And we don't have our mage friend, because he is very helpful and useful.
Well, what we could do, we know where to go, and we'll just say that Steven sent us, so when Magnus gets back, we'll know exactly where to go.
That I'm more okay with.
Where's Two Stripe?
He died in 1936.
Oh my god. Oh no!
No, I'm sorry. All I could think of is Kyle's over there playing like I did as Aldrich. When you're too quiet too long, the party always needs to ask, "Where are you?"
True. You just need to know.
I'm
First
literally
Aldrich just
sniffing.
oh, go ahead.
I'm literally just kind of like sniffing around, like the wall.
I feel like Aldrich would just be like, let the party get into trouble, and then be like, okay, it's time to fix everything.
I just kind of sniff around. Can I like do a
Yeah, you have a perception check with the.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just give me a perception check. You get a +1 for your sniffy boy, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Stop,
Yep,
Ken.
no.
Oh no!
Bruh.
Damn, it stinks here.
Fucking bruh.
Did you just stick your nose right in a poo pile?
Apparently so.
Like
Yeah.
you just got like a huge whiff of piss, and it's like just pure ammonia, just annihilates your sense.
It's
for
just
a minute.
Steven like 3 feet over from us peeing on the wall.
It's the beer. It's a diuretic. You can't stop it. Don't judge me. And he walks off.
While peeing.
Oh boy. Oh god.
That is moderately impressive.
That's also a decent exposure.
Oh,
Some old man steps out of a window and says, "Put your dick up, son," and then just
Put your dick up, son. There's people afoot.
You don't
Put
want
your dick up, son. We got company.
put your dick up, son. You're making a fool of yourself.
Put it up there,
Wiggling
son.
all over the place.
Put it up there, son, or else you're going to get yourself in a real shandy gaff.
Don't you know, son? This is how you get the herpes. This is why I shouldn't run games. I just run them off the rails.
I mean,
Oh my god.
it's also been a long fucking day.
Yeah.
That is true.
I just don't know why, but that sounded just like so wholesome. Like, put your dick up, son.
That's old man. That's old man
Which-
Johnson. He's learned from experience about that.
Put your dick up, son. That's how you get the rickets.
You can't get into heaven holding the devil's boudin.
Bruh.
If you wave it out enough, you might get the syphilis. You don't want the syphilis. You get the boils in the wrong places.
Like that Jones boy.
Oh, don't worry. You don't want to be like the Jones boy. His whole butthole fell off.
oh my god!
Oh my god.
Did someone just drop the mic?
That sounded like it.
I think we need to make an executive decision at this point and call it because I don't think
Yeah.
we're getting into
I think
more
we're all too
complicated.
giggly.
Everything,
Yeah.
everything that happens from this point forward is going to be prefaced by "Put your dick up, son. Roll initiative."
You
Put
gotta
your dick out, son. Put your dick up, son is a code word for initiative. Anyway, thank y'all for coming out today.
Or when it gets, or especially when it gets to Pez, I'm going to pull my dick out and get some panache.
Oh, God.
I'm choking.
Okay, the quote book needs to have "Put your dick up, son. Now roll initiative."
Thank y'all for coming out, and thank y'all for playing. We have a game tomorrow, Tears of Kairos, with lovely Nasa DMing, and at least one person here.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
What else is going on, Hewitt?
Let's see. If you would like to donate to us, we are currently partnered with, I think it's One Tree. I think that's the name of the charity.
Yeah,
It's,
one tree planted.
One Tree Planted. So if you donate, the money will go to that to help plant trees to, give us shady places. Also, help with producing auction and such, and also as a woodworker, provide material for future generations. So if you could do that, that'd be great. If you can't, we completely understand. It will be going through, let's see, it's April, May, June, so the end of June. Let's see, I don't think we have a podcast lined up for this weekend. I might do toolkits just to hang out and craft with people. Or we need to all play a video game again, like Claire play Ghost games so we can be belligerent to Knox, who turns
Yes, you need to.
who turns in the flashlights while we play.
Yeah. I mean, as it so far, I think we may have solved the restart issue.
That's good.
By underclocking my CPU by like 2%.
Cool. We'll be back with Holy Winds on Monday. I need to talk to Freki and Grave about that at some point, not necessarily tonight. Socials, we are Team Bonus Action on Facebook, YouTube, and here on Twitch, on Twitter until they make us pay. We are at bonus_team. You can also find us at teambonusaction.com to find out local game shops we are partnered with and support, as well as see some of the videos and learn more about us. And we got an Instagram that we might be putting stuff up on soon. I'm not sure. I don't understand social media.
I don't think many of us do.
So
I mean, who knows anymore with how Twitter's changing.
and on that note, since Knox is here,
We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Until next time, folks. Don't let your meatloaf.
What's your dick up, son?
Thank you.